Acting like it leans out whenever it's idling, and then so I give it some more fuel and it won't run. I don't know what's going on. That's disappointing. Because when she's running strong. Runs real good. Oh. Kill switch ain't working right. Won't shut her down. My guess is that I got too much blowdown. And I'm wasting fuel out the exhaust. And then at a certain point it starts sucking that back in, making it continue to run and stuff. But I don't know. Loads up and dies. Which tells me I got it too fat on the low side. So I lean it out on the low side. since I leaned it out on the low side, I'm going to give it a little bit more idle on the idle screw. I gave it more low side to slow down the idle. It dies on me. Alright, so you folks out there that are smarter than me, tell me what I did wrong. Now, don't take the easy route. The easy route is going, you got too much, or you ain't got enough blowdown. Alright? That's the easy route. Okay? Other saws run with 15 degrees of blowdown. Okay? Why isn't this one? Why? Why isn't it? So let's go back inside and I'll tell you a little bit about what I've done to it. Okay, so I opened it up. It's a little bit wet inside there, but honestly, it's no different than anything else, really. I expected kind of to see it flooded in there, but no, it ain't. Yeah, it's just a little bit wet, but you know, like I said, it's no different than anything else. Seriously. But at least from my knowledge, you know, I mean, that's very normal to me, I think. So, the air filter right here, see that red? It's got a little bit of spit back, but that's pretty common. I mean, it's honestly, I mean, it's not bad, I don't think. Again, I don't think it's spitting back excessively. Perfectly dry and everything there. I also don't think that it's spitting out the exhaust, at least not excessively. I tend to think it's a carburetor issue. The last one of these that I messed with, I screwed around with it and screwed around with it and screwed around with it. Turned out, put a different carb on it, ran great. So I will give that a shot. But I mean, yeah, so what I got going on here is this right here was a 336 that was given to me. It's just the bottom end really is all it was, for from Ryan. Ryan, if you're out there, this is your bottom end. I figured I would throw it on here and try this out. For the intake setup, we've got the large intake, the large carburetor, and I modified this so that it would be higher flow. So we should be flowing pretty good and running pretty good and everything pretty good. Should be. But yeah, I you know what it might be? It might be this. Whenever I put this filter on, and bolt it down, it pinches that a little bit. But that doesn't make sense either, because I've got plenty of fuel to run at full throttle. So that doesn't make sense. I'm only having this problem at idle. Full throttle is running good, pulling good in the wood. I mean, it ain't magic. It ain't. But it's nice. I mean, it's really nice. It would run right there with about anything, 60 cc's. You know. Anyway, I don't know what to do. So leave me suggestions, please. Kevin, if you're watching this, I haven't forgotten about you. I take time. I got to get your 330 going, buddy. Here you go. Let me show it to you. That's it. So, if you guys don't know, off of Kevin's channel, Kevin McEddie Chainsaws Extravaganza, I think is the name of the channel. I'll put it in there in this video. We're doing a trade, that 330 for a Homelight XL76. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about it. But I got to get that 330 going. It's a real good one. It has potential to be a real good one. But I got to do the typical stuff: fuel filters, change out the, put some new crank seals in it, stuff like that. But it's a good one, good machine, and we're doing that trade. So, but on with this. So, this little video series I got going on of the Super-Dooper 380. Basically, what this is ending up being is going to be a saga of figuring out the perfect port timing numbers for these 60cc Poulans. Because, I mean, I don't want to sound like a turd, but I've seen a lot of stuff out there, and some people have done, not a lot, I take that back. There's very little stuff. I do more on this, and me and Dub do more on these chainsaws than the whole rest of the world combined. So, I have seen a handful of builds. Kinsey did a build, and he called it the Angry Boy, the 3750. He took a bad boy and poured it and polished it. And it looked like it ran good. It really did. It looked like it ran good. And so did Samish Sawworks. I think Samish did a really, I'm leaning towards that myself a little bit. But overall, I feel like these saws have more to offer. And I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm trying to figure out the magic numbers for them and see how it goes. And like I said, if you're going to make suggestions, I mean, by all means, please do. But if you just simply say you don't have enough blowdown, well, that's a lazy man's way of doing it. Why? What is the not enough blowdown causing? I personally don't think that's the issue. And if it is the issue, then what does that issue create? Charlie, I know you got a lot out there on this kind of stuff. I'm very eager to hear what you have to say. You won't offend me unless you are offensive. So, I am learning this. I'm trying to figure this out. Some saws do well with a short blowdown. Some saws may not. I don't know. I don't know. But y'all, Aaron and Pat, I know that you guys, Pat's Cajun, by the way, and Aaron is Aaron Lynch. I know you guys favor a short blowdown. So what are your thoughts on this? Because what I'm seeing does not reflect what I think a lot of people say about short blowdown saws. And, my next step is going to be to put a different carb on there and see what that does. It might fix it right there. we're done. But I won't know until I try it. And I can't try everything in one video. So this is long enough, but yeah, whenever I get this thing going, if it runs good, I'm definitely going to sell it as a 336 with a 60cc. I think the 336s had a 60cc on them, but I'm not 100% sure. I know the 365 did. And Ryan, the bottom end that you gave me might be a 365 bottom end. I don't know, but you get what's going on. 15 degrees of blowdown, 106 on the exhaust roof, 78 on the intake floor. That's what we're working with right here. Let me know your thoughts. Yep. Look at that. Yep. That video that I have recommending these, I will delete it. Yeah, that's my problem right there. So I got to order some crank seals, some real ones, the actual Poulan crank seals. Yeah. Good to know, though. I'm sitting here shirtless because it's effing hot. Very good to know that that's a problem. You know? I love that. Blew it right out. So, happiness, really, in finding the failure. But it sucks. I put new crank seals in it. And the thing is, it probably didn't even need crank seals. I looked. Anyways, that's enough. I found the problem. It's crank seals. Even though I put brand new crank seals, I use these rubber ones. And I will never use those again. Ever. All it takes is one shitty failure to ruin a cylinder, and an otherwise good cylinder. And yeah, later.